We're actually both here in person at the same time.
I know, it's so weird. I missed you, Pannon.
I missed you too.
Why did you move?
Reasons.
Oh.
But we are so excited to be here today, guys. You might notice there's a little bit of background noise this week. It's because we are at the Utah Pride Festival.
Woo!
Yay! We're actually here to march in the Anime Banzai Pride float for the parade. And it's super fun. And we're here to interview a lot of cosplayers about their experiences growing up in the LGBT community and how cosplay has helped them shape their identity and find, just explore who they are and yeah, get a better idea of how cosplay has been a big influence in their lives.
I'm very excited for this. I'm really excited to hear everybody's stories and just
Yay!
like, we're marching in the parade and just
Yes.
like, it's gonna be fun.
For sure. So, yeah.
Yeah.
If you guys have any stories you want to share with us, of course, we love to hear them. You can send it to us on our email, which is cosplaystitchandseam@gmail.com.
Or go to the website, cosplaystitchandseam.com.
Or we have a Facebook group, so
Yeah.
feel free to join. We're almost 400 strong. Lots of fun activity going on. Mercedes is always posting new memes, new adventures, and people are getting a lot more involved. If you have like things you need help with, if you want to show off a project, all kinds of fun stuff. That is a great community to be in.
It's super awesome. Woo! Almost got run over by a car.
Whee!
Also, if you want to help support us, we have our Ko-Fi at Cosplay Stitch, as well as, spreading the word about the podcast and sharing and whatnot. We really appreciate that, and I just really appreciate everyone who's been supportive. Also, the reviews have been great. Thank you guys so much for feedback and reviews.
Yay!
All right.
That's it. Let's go talk to people.
Woo! All right, we are with our first interviewees. They are
David, John.
David and John. You guys look amazing today.
Thank you.
Yay! So we're just asking all cosplayers about how the LGBT community and cosplay kind of work in tandem to help you discover more about who you are and kind of work as like an inclusive community. So do you guys want to share any experiences you might have had through cosplay?
Yeah. Cosplay is probably the most validating thing I've ever done. I've always done masculine cosplays, and before I came out as a trans boy, it was just kind of validating. My parents just saw I was doing it because I liked those characters, but it was actually just a good experience to learn how to masculinize myself or anything. And it just made me start to feel better about myself and to start to ease up my dysphoria a little bit. And it gave me a lot more confidence than I thought it would give. But really, it's just been a great help because a lot of the cosplayers in the community are LGBT members, and they've really been great and helpful.
When I first started cosplaying, I only did masculine characters. And of course at con, whoever you're dressed as, that's who you are for the day. And so I'd always have he, him pronouns used for me. And I was like, hey, I've had this happen online and this feels better. This is great. And so that's when I realized, hey, maybe I'm not a cis girl. Hot take, sisters. And so ever since then, that's what I've been doing. And it's been very validating because everyone's very supportive in the cosplay community.
That is awesome. Do you guys have any advice or something you would say to someone who maybe is afraid to step out and try cosplay and how they might enjoy it?
If you're under 18, don't try to do sexy cosplay. Don't do that.
Yeah.
If for younger kids, it might be hard to make cosplay. The best thing you could do is to get advice from older cosplayers, honestly. There's a lot of cosplayers there that know a lot more about cosplay than you do, and it's just good to outreach and talk to people about it. And if you do manage to make your own cosplay, great. That's awesome. And if you keep improving upon those skills, you could have really a future with cosplay, because I have a few friends that sell and make props for cosplay, and they sell their cosplays as well. It's a good experience to have. It's a good way to get confidence, because when you are not yourself in that cosplay, you're the character that you're cosplaying, you have a lot more confidence, because that's not who you are. You're an entirely different person. And just to have fun with it.
My advice is just to jump right in. I mean, it's scary at first, and even if your cosplay isn't the best it could be, you don't need to worry about it, because nobody's going to judge you based on that. As long as you're a decent person, nobody's gonna hate you because your cosplay is not all that great. My first cosplay was Dave Sprite, and I had cardboard wings and just orange clothes I got from the DI.
Perfect though.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. You guys are perfect. Thank you so much.
One more question. Do you guys feel like the cosplay community in general is a safe space for people in the LGBTQIA plus?
Absolutely. Yeah. A lot of, as I said, a lot of people in the LGBT community also do cosplay, and on that note, a lot of cosplayers are LGBT because it's become a sort of form for LGBT people to be themselves without being themselves. So before I was out, I was cosplaying male characters, and I was going by male pronouns, and I was going by a completely different name than my birth name before I had come out to my parents, and it was a good thing to have because it made me not feel as bad as I did. And I didn't come out until just recently. So to have that validation in my life, that was great. People in the cosplay community are really good about being supportive of LGBT people.
Yeah, every cosplayer I've met has either been a very good ally or a LGBT person themselves. And most of the older cosplayers are very happy to help anybody that needs any sort of advice and on anything. And it's just a very supportive community in general.
Thank you guys.
I love it. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Yeah, kind of. Like, there are some people that are out there that are kind of not good, but for the most part, I believe so.
Same.
We should introduce themselves.
Oh, yes,
I forgot
sorry.
that part. Introduce yourselves. We are with.
My name is Lance.
My name's Tabby, and we're with Anime Banzai and the Pride Parade.
So has cosplay helped you guys at all to kind of explore your identity and discover more about yourselves?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
A lot.
Yeah.
Do you have any experiences you want to share?
Well, when I was younger, when I first got into it, my parents weren't exactly as accepting. And so I myself wasn't accepting as myself. And then when I saw, like, the people, like the people, like, all dressed up and stuff, like, I slowly started figuring myself out because there are a lot of, like, LGBT people in the cosplay community, and it helped me realize that, like, I'm free, like, I'm good to be myself, even if my parents don't accept me.
What is your favorite part about cosplay?
Being able to go to cons and, like, making friends, because like about 2 to 3 years ago I wasn't exactly as social as I am now, and because of cosplay and the cosplay community and the friends that I have made over the past few years, I've been it's helped me a lot. Like, it's helped me. Yeah.
My favorite part is the people you get to meet. They're awesome.
What advice do you have for people who are maybe afraid to start cosplay?
Go for it.
Yeah, go for it. Definitely.
It's funner than you would think. Yeah, it's a lot of hard work, but it's funner than you would think.
And you don't always have to start off big. Like, start off small. Cosplay is a real thing. Like, you don't need all these extravagant wigs or whatever. And your first cosplay is not going to come out amazing. Practice makes perfect.
Lady Vega.
So tell us a little bit about how maybe cosplay has helped you discover more about who you are.
I'm generally like terrified of being on display with people seeing me, but in cosplay I'm completely comfortable with it. So it feels like it gives me confidence.
Awesome. So would you say that the cosplay community is a safe place for people in the LGBTQIA+?
I think so, because it's all about love. You know, cosplayers love it, so you're comfortable. Everybody's comfortable, so that's no anger here.
All the love in it.
Do you have any advice for people who are maybe scared to start cosplaying?
Just jump in. It doesn't matter. You can think it's crappy. People are still going to love it. It doesn't matter if it can't be recognized. If you love it, go for it.
Wonderful.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Now we are speaking with
Summer Rain Cosplay.
Carl with Talshiar Nerdiness.
All right.
So today we're asking everybody how cosplay has helped you discover more about who you are.
I personally, I discovered myself first, and then from there it trickled down to become a nerd and became a cosplayer, and I embraced it fully. So And it's a contaminating one because it's also with friends. I will thank DJ for that. So, yeah.
Cosplay's been really important for helping me actually like myself. So just liking who I am, liking my body, liking the different ways I can portray myself. So it's been really nice to open those doors. So.
Do you feel like the cosplay community in general is a safe space for people within the LGBTQIA+ communities?
I will probably say it's equal. It's both. It's really very accepting. It's a good community to be with. No judgment. I know there are still some that we need to work with, both cosplay and LGBT. Again, the body figure for the cosplayers, or for the LGBT, it's the same thing. If you don't have a six-pack, they're not gonna look at you. So again, it's kind of the same thing, but we still need to work on it still. So.
I think it's pretty open and accepting. I think everybody's kind of allowed to be themselves, which is really nice. And there's still going to be horrible people and people that are really judgmental, but it's less so. Like, there's more opportunity to just kind of express yourself.
Do you guys have any advice for people who are maybe afraid to try cosplay for the first time?
Try one garment, whatever it is. Do it around your bed. Jump around your bed with your costume. It's amazing. And show it with your friends sometimes. It's baby steps. And long and behold, you will be with us here next year. So.
I like that.
Start with something you really like or you're really passionate about, because it makes it easier to get through everything if you really, really like the character. So.
Thank you guys.
Actually, I have one more question. I came up with a question.
Yes.
I came up with a question. So, what would you advise people or cosplayers to do to help make the community more welcoming for all types of people?
Not focus on the cosplayer as much as the costume if you don't know them, so that it's not, you don't look like that character because that character's a cartoon, and so no one looks like that character, but, focusing more on the skill and the passion and the work that was put into something and not who.
I like that.
So.
I personally started with a say hi to someone that you really like. You like the costume. It's like, hey, hi, I really like your costume. With that simple word, it starts and trickle down the communication, and from there it starts already the community already. Like, it's simple. You just need to approach and say hi. Very simple. So.
I love it.
Yep.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
So we are now speaking with
Chelsea Bridge.
Elizabeth Kais.
Cool.
Awesome.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about how cosplay has helped you maybe discover or find out more about who you are?
Well, cosplay, I was introduced into cosplay through Lolita, and Lolita fashion is generally very dismissive into how cosplay, not really cosplay, but sewing is used into it. It's mostly very brand oriented, and if you aren't brand, then you aren't worthy. So I got into that through sewing Lolita and then sewing cosplay, and felt more alive with the cosplay community than ever. So I love Lolita still, but cosplaying is definitely where I feel the most energized with people.
Well, I was introduced to cosplay through the first Anime Banzai way back in 2006. And I was really repressed when I was younger, so I wasn't really allowed to express myself. And then going to Banzai, I learned that I could be myself and through cosplay and be who I want to be, and it was just amazing. So that's how I feel about cosplay now. I get to be someone else.
Do you feel like cosplay is maybe a safe place for people within the LGBTQIA+ community?
Oh yeah, totally. It allows them to be who they want to really be and not be repressed by people's harsh words and hateful people.
And even the cosplay community, as I did say before, it's all about love and being together. So with that included into the LGBTQ community, it's really good.
Sorry,
it's still picking you up, so.
Okay.
It's just very loud flow.
What advice do you have for people who are maybe scared to try cosplay?
I would just take that leap of faith and to really try, even though it's not going to be the greatest because our first ones never are, showing that and going into the cosplay community, they're going to love you no matter what, and they're going to love what you do, and you'll grow then.
I just say go for it. Honestly, you're gonna be regretted if you don't do it. So come join us. We love everybody.
Just do it. My last question for you guys is, for those who are struggling in the cosplay community and don't feel accepted, what are things that cosplayers can do to help them feel accepted?
Don't feel judged. You should do what you want and be who you are. And there's always chance and better times to improve and make yourself better in the future, but be who you are just through and through.
You'll also find people that are feeling the same way, and you can make friends and feel accepted there and branch out into other groups. That's how I felt in the beginning, and I branched out into other people, and now I completely love the cosplay community.
Thank you. You both are amazing.
Hi, I'm, yes, you guys do. I'm DJ Halliday.
What's your cosplay?
And I'm cosplaying Captain Pride, which is a rainbow version of Captain America.
And it's beautiful.
Thank you.
Turtle Blues. Today I'm in Tony Stark, endgame version.
Tony Stark.
Amazing.
So tell us a little bit how cosplay has maybe helped you discover more about yourself.
Well, when I first started back in 2006, I was very deep in the closet, kind of still discovering who I was. And when you grow up in Utah, parents can be very... My mom was she'd see lesbians on TV and be like scared. I don't know, it was weird, but...
Judgmental.
Yes, that's the right word, judgmental. So, coming into the cosplay community, we're so open, we're so loving. It was like just a whole new world to me, just experiencing all these people, gaining good friends. And eventually I was able to come out, and I was accepted by all of my friends, especially in the anime community, cosplay community. So, it helped me a lot, I think. I think it was a big catalyst to helping me come out of the closet. So,
Cosplay's opened up a lot of new doors for me and allowed me to be a lot more artistic with my thoughts and turn those into something more tangible. And that makes me feel really good, and I get a lot of support from friends and family, and they definitely love what I do, and I love what I do. This is fun. It's a lot of fun.
Do you feel like the cosplay community in general is a safe place for people within the LGBTQIA+ communities?
Absolutely. I would say depending on the con. I've been to some cons that are a little more... anime conventions, yes, absolutely, 100%. Some Comic-Cons, not so much, because it brings more of the general population in. I feel like conventions were started by weirdos, because we're all weirdos. And we surround ourselves with our fellow weirdos. And we all love each other and accept each other, and that's the important thing. So I believe, yes, in general, conventions, because we're all the outcasts, cool outcasts. We're the awesome outcasts that hang out together, and then the bitches can't sit with us. So, so yes.
There's no room at this table for the bitches.
Do you feel cons are accepting?
No, yes, I do. Cons are very accepting of the LGBT community, and that's just real. It's a real plus to the community that much support is there, that it's on their side, it's available, you can ask for it, you can receive it, and it's a judgment-free zone completely. I love it.
What are some ways that cosplayers can make the community more welcoming for those spaces where it's not as welcoming? What can we do as cosplayers to do better at that?
Meet new cosplayers and open those doors for them too.
Yeah. I'd say just be kind. Really, I think that's the worst thing in all the years I've seen with cosplaying is some people just aren't kind to each other because of how somebody looks or how somebody is. And those people usually don't end up cosplaying for very long anyway. But I mean, just be kind to each other, love each other, no matter what skill level, no matter what you look like, no matter how you are. Love everyone there, and just be kind to each other. And cosplay is not consent. Don't be that kind to each other. But yeah.
Okay, last question. For those who are maybe scared to take that step and cosplay, what advice do you have?
Oh God, just do it. Just do it. I was scared. Like when my first con, when I saw cosplayers, I was like, what the hell is going on? Because I went for a Super Smash Brothers tournament. I was like, why are people dressing up? And like just, I took the leap the next year. My little brother wanted to do Naruto, and I was like, I want to do Kakashi. I like the costume. I'll do it. And you just go, and it's like instant. Everyone just, you feel so loved, just surrounded by so many people. You just have to take the jump and just do it, no matter what. Even if it's jeans on your Kakashi costume, even, you know, like you just wear it and you have fun. So
make an attempt to do something you like to do, and if it turns out the way you like it, keep doing it, improve on it. If you fail at it, don't be discouraged, because doing something bad in your cosplay is going to happen even how much effort you put into it. And just love it. People aren't going to judge you, even, you know, if you glue something on and it falls off. Go with it, keep rolling with it, and don't push your limits.
Yeah.
Push your limits.
I mean, I would say there's always somebody who's not gonna like you. There's gonna be people who don't like you because you're left-handed, like, you know, but there's gonna be 90 more people who actually like you. So do your thing and let your flag fly.
Yes. I like that. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
So my name is Sabrina. Today I'm going as my drag persona Brent. I'm from Montana. I came down to spend Pride with DJ and Turtle. So, right now I'm part of a group in Montana called the ISCSM, and I am their prince for the year. So I'm one of the faces. So the ISCSM is the Imperial Sovereign Court of the state of Montana. Salt Lake has the Royal Court of the Golden Spike Empire.
I did not know any of this.
And we're a group of drag kings and queens, and all of our shows go to charity. And we pick numerous different charities throughout the year to sponsor.
Oh, that was way cool.
We talking to royalty.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about maybe how cosplay or drag have helped you discover more about who you are.
Well, back in 2014 when I started cosplay, I was in a bad spot. And cosplay really helped me come out of my shell and be more assertive of myself. And I made a ton of new friends that were a lot healthier than the relationships I was having at the time. And drag has just helped me improve on that. I've had to learn to be more outspoken and out in the community and help be more confident in myself and have more confidence in what I do and that I'm doing great for the community.
I feel like in general, is the cosplay community a pretty safe place for those within the LGBTQIA+ communities?
I do. I believe it's a good safe spot for folks who are just coming into their own and aren't really sure what they want to do. Cosplay is a good way to test the waters and meet like-minded people. And there are areas where, you know, the cosplay community can be a little more open, but for the most part, I think the welcoming environment and the friendliness is a really great place, especially for young folks in the LGBT community to come out and become what they want to be.
There are some instances where the cosplay community doesn't feel welcoming. How can cosplayers help negate that? How can we make it a more welcoming community when it doesn't feel that way?
Just continue to be there for each other. I believe when the cosplay community starts becoming cliquish and exclusive is when people start to feel left out and that they're not doing well enough. And I think just being there and supporting each other and having confidence in each other, if we keep doing that, we're gonna be just fine.
I love it.
Last question. So for those who are maybe afraid to try cosplay for the first time, what advice would you give them?
Honestly, just find a character or find something that you've always wanted to do and just jump right in. Because more often than not, it doesn't matter if you're as accurate as you want to be or if you don't think your costume's good enough, you're going to find people that are going to love you and appreciate what you're doing no matter what.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
All right, so we're walking the parade right now.
Right now.
Literally right now.
Yay!
I wanted to say, man, when we started walking this, I actually got a little emotional. Woo! There's so many people out here. This is insane.
The streets are packed. It's beautiful. Rainbows everywhere.
But yeah, anyways, this is amazing. There's so many supporters out here. Only saw like 2 protesters, so boo on them.
Yeah.
But yeah, so awesome. There's so many accepting people here.
Yay! I am just overwhelmed with all the happy feels. It's so much fun.
All right, we're gonna keep walking now. Who's starting?
I don't know. Hello.
Hi.
Whew, sorry, we're hot. I mean, we're hot,
Ooh.
but it's a hot day. We just finished. It feels good in the shade.
Yes.
We just finished the parade. There were so many people. It was a lot of fun. So
Kind of
many
emotional.
happy
Really
smiles.
cool.
Yeah, it was really cool. I have wanted to come walk in the parade for probably the last 5-6 years, but just never had the opportunity.
Yeah, I've
So-
always had something come up and I'm like, dang it, I can't this year.
It was a lot of fun. We loved getting to meet so many people, getting to hear their stories, and just seeing like how much love and acceptance there is. I mean, we still have a long way to go, but it makes you feel hopeful, like we're making a good start.
Yeah, there were so many people like in the crowd and like it was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And again, as we were walking, I was just like, I'm gonna start crying. This is so beautiful.
Yeah. So thank you everybody who helped share your stories. I hope that if you as cosplayers have a story that you want to share, you can go ahead and share it in our Facebook group. You can send it to us. We'd love to hear your empowering, exciting, or always your cosplay horror stories.
Yeah.
We love to hear those too. But yeah, go ahead and email them to us. We're cosplaystitchandseam@gmail.com.
Or go to the website cosplaystitchandseam.com and fill out the form, the doobly-doo.
Yeah, or of course our Facebook group, which is just look for Cosplay Stitch and Seam on Facebook. There's a page and there's a group. The group is where you can come hang out with a bunch of people. The page is just where we post all the new episodes. And then we have our coffee if you want to donate to us to help us with bandwidth costs, with maintaining our website. We are Cosplay Stitch on coffee.
And if you share our podcast or leave us a nice review, we absolutely love those and we super appreciate all the support that we've gotten for the podcast.
Yes, please. Like if there's an episode that meant a lot to you, it helps us out a ton if you want to share it with your friends, share some positivity, and gosh, let us know if there's an episode with a topic that you want us to cover. We always love hearing about what you guys in the cosplay community want.
Oh yeah, and this is, in theory, episode 48, so we've got 2 more episodes before episode 50, so
That
get
is
your
amazing.
questions in for our Ask the Host Anything 50th episode.
Yeah!
Alright.
Cool. You ready for a pun?
I am.
Oh my god.
I'm ready. I had to make up my own for the last episode.
Oh no!
It was not good.
So someone told me my clothes looked gay today, and I said, they just came out of the closet this morning.
Oh,
Oh. Give some love, guys.
Yeah. Music by Macy Roberts.
Yay.
And sound editing, we'll turn that over to David.
Bless you, David.